easy money. Come on. Yeah.
I have a track record of developing injuring my workout partners. Yes. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Row. Come on. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel here at Ermes, best bodybuilding gym in Dubai with, I can't believe it, next to me, Ulysses.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
You know, you're like one of the founding followers of fitness and social media. When I first joined Instagram, it was you and Simi Panda. These are the two faces I saw in my feed all the time. So to see you here in person is pretty unbelievable.
Thank you, man.
And, you know, I think overall, to this day, not even considering your age, 45 years old, believe it. You have one of the most aesthetic physiques, you know, honestly. So.
Thank you. Well, it's just been an honor because it's funny you said that. And I remember seeing some of your shots and your training and just insane amount of weights. And back then they were like just this teenage phenom, just lifting insane weights. I was just like, whoa. And there was a time actually I think you came to London where I missed a workout with you. I was supposed to catch a workout in London. So I'm really looking forward to this session. I think the fans are going to be looking forward to it too. So it's going to be fun.
Oh yeah, I'm going to do my usual recipe. What works best for me is starting off with a heavy compound movement, bent over rows, and then we're going to go into some giant sets. Really squeeze every bit of blood we can into our back because we're training back today.
Yes, guys. So we thought it'd be great to actually give you guys a big muscle group, something where you can do some proper compound stuff. So it's either back or legs, so we went with back today. So I think it's going to be good. He's going to definitely get me out of my comfort zone, but it's all good. That's what we train. That's why we train anyway.
Oh yeah, and then right after rows, you'll get me out of my comfort zone.
Actually, when I train with a lot of different people, especially a lot of big guys like yourself, it's good because we do one of their workouts, they do one of my workouts. So it's kind of like one of your exercise, one of mine, one of yours, one of mine, and we just mix it up and have fun. And those workouts actually tend to be the best because we take each other out of our comfort zones and just kind of blast it and have fun with it. So it's going to be good. It's going to be epic.
Oh yeah,
let's do it.
Let's get to work.
It's actually cool that you do this because I talk about it all the time. I've been training for so long. I talk about doing like what I call movement sets. Movement sets is when you don't even load the bar. It's nothing to do with loading. You just kind of crack on with the movement. Let the body know what it's coming. So the body will kind of like, okay, we're hitting back today. Because I've done a couple of movement sets with just the bar. And then you can load, and then most people just get into kind of sometimes heavy weight just right away.
Yes.
And that's where you get the injuries because you're cold. And so it's always good that you do movement sets. It's nice because most people I train with don't even think about that. So you started it off and that was actually good. I saw that, I was like, he knows what's up.
That's why we show even just the barbell to remind people that, take out the ego. Sometimes you kind of want to rush the workout and just get straight to the heavy weight like you said. Start from the barbell, play it safe, get proper warmed up.
Yeah. How many sets you usually do on the bent over rows?
On bent over rows, typically I work up to a top set.
Okay.
Speaks to an AMRAP.
Kind of pyramid up.
Exactly.
Cool.
As I get heavier, I'll start 2 plates, 10 reps, do plates for 5, 4 plates for 5. Then I'll go 5 plates, as many as I can. And then I'll do a couple back downs after 4 plates.
Okay, so you kind of drop it down.
So usually after my compound movement, whatever that might be for the day, I'm pretty spent. With that much left. So I'll go lighter than everything else. Maybe worth mentioning when I do rows, or I should say, whatever that compound movement of the day I'm focused on, depending what muscles I'm training. There's no mind-muscle connection for me yet, and I'm worried about developing my strength in a particular movement such as this, and using all my muscles together to move the weight from where I need to be, work on developing power, but after that, it's mind-muscle connection.
Correct, yeah. Usually the compound is hard because you're trying to maximize your compound movement and go as hard or as heavy as you can, and also create intensity. You're right. And then when you go into like the cable rows and stuff like that, you can really focus on the mind muscle. The squeeze. It's hard to squeeze when you're doing 4 plates on a bench.
Exactly.
So it's actually good, but that's how you vary your different exercises, right? So.
Dude, plenty of juice up in the tank, boss. Come on. Plenty of juice up in the tank. Oh yeah. Yes. Oh. Oh. Good. Yep. Oh yeah. Yes. Yes. Nice. Oh yeah.
Jeez. God, that woke me up. That woke me up now. All right. Wow.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Let's work. Let's work. Come on. I think I might try 10 on that. 3.5.
Okay. All right.
Then maybe I'll see if I can get 4. Probably the heaviest I've gone ever.
Ever.
Nah, I've used to go heavier, but those were in my heyday, man.
Got a Claudia ahead of you.
Let's fucking try this. Let's see what I can get.
Come on.
That's it. Come on.
Work. Whoa. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right. Fight. Yep. Oh. Nice. Jesus. All right. That back's looking extra thick right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. It's nice though when you train with someone that just pushes you more with the weights. It's just good, you know. You get that little extra that you wouldn't get on your own.
I have a track record of developing of injuring my workout partners.
Oh, now you tell me.
Not intentionally, but
Now he mentions that when we started. It's work, man. It's 5
sir.
plates.
Let's see, Larry.
Easy, easy. It's work. It's work. Yeah. Easy money. Come on. Yeah. There you go. Come on. Come on. Nice. Ooh. Nice, man. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh.
How's it today?
Awesome. Good, sir. Contemplate.
Are you gonna try 4 plates? All right.
But I'll probably only get like maybe a couple if.
All right. Hey, that'd be amazing, bro.
All right, boss. Let's go. Yes. Ooh. Yes. Yes. Row. 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 Yep. Yep. All right.
Woo!
The back was popping.
I felt that one.
Back here.
I felt that one. Jesus.
Is everything in place still?
Yeah, everything's there.
We made it.
Wow. I don't think I've done that in probably 5-6 years.
Wow.
So,
Really?
So it's good. It's good. Wow. See, this is why training with someone that lifts heavier than you is great, because you gotta dig deep, you know? Yeah, I wouldn't be able to lift as much as him, but I'll be able to push myself outside of that comfort zone of doing my normal 3 plates, 2.5, 3 plates. Now I pushed it to 3.5, 4, but I haven't done it in such a long time, and it just feels good. You kind of break down these muscle fibers that you haven't broken down in like 4 or 5 years, so it's a good thing, man. It's a good thing.
You know, relative to your body weight, you're very strong.
I try, man.
I have nearly 50 kg on you. I'm 130.
Jeez.
And you're 85?
Yeah, 85 kg. On a good day. When I've carved up.
As much as I can.
Yeah.
I mean, my heart rate's too high, my breathing's under control, it won't be strong. So
You need to be back. I think obviously, and what people don't understand, doing all these training programs that I do, there's different types of training. So it's kind of like if you're doing more powerlifting or strongman stuff, your recovery time needs to be so much more. The gap of that is different from your normal fitness training. You know, so when you take 3 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever rest in between, it's for a reason. Trust me. I did that 4 plate. I put it down. I felt dizzy. So when you need that extra recovery time, you just need it.
it's funny because I'll take as long as 15, 20 minutes if I'm really pushing myself to the limit. Heavy single, triple, for example. And in that same amount of time, you can be done with almost half your bodybuilding workout.
You're right.
In bodybuilding, 30-second rest periods.
Yeah.
You know,
30 to a minute, and that's it. You'll jump back into it. Where with this, you need that time because it's for strength. You don't recover, you're not going to be able to do more.
That's right. If your breathing's under control, you ain't gonna lift heavy.
Yeah, so you got to learn all these different types of training. It's different, but it's good. It's good.
Oh yeah? Certainly you gotta work up a sweat. Come on. Yes. Yes. No problem. Whoa. Whoa.
Woo.
Favorite body part?
That you like to train or you look forward to training?
Probably chest, because you know what? Deadlifts.
Deadlift?
Yeah, for sure.
It's tough. I go through phases with my training. There are times I love to hit back, and I'll hit it. I think it was more when I was competing. I would look at my physique because I've always wanted to have more of a balanced physique.
Okay.
It's hard to say a perfect physique, so I don't think nothing like that exists. What you think is perfect, I may not think is perfect. So it's subjective, really. So I think the key word is balance.
Yes.
Because if you have a balanced physique, even if you're small, people will see it and be like, oh, wow, good symmetry, good lines, good insertion. So because of that, through bodybuilding, I've always looked at myself and be like, you know what? I like to train this. I'll go through a phase where I want to hit chest for 2 months, hard. Then I'll go through a phase where I want to hit back. or sometimes it's my quads. I'm like, I gotta get these quads in. So I go through those phases. It's hard to say I like one, but if I was to pick, I'll probably have to say squats.
Really?
Yes, which is, it throws people off. But whenever I train legs, I don't know what it is, I feel more of a better sense of accomplishment for the week of my training. If I don't hit legs that week, I feel like, oh my God, I've committed like a crime or something.
It's so true, because legs is certainly the hardest
Yes.
to train. And
So
when you
when-
skip it, you feel like you've been lazy.
And when you get it done, especially when you've done a good session for the week, you feel like, yes, anything else is easy.
It's true.
And so that's how I always feel with legs, you know. Bodybuilding lifestyle in general is just satisfying. Training in general is just satisfying. You get into that lifestyle, you get into that routine. And one thing I always say about fitness or training in general, it's like a universal language, man. It really is. Because I don't care where you're from. You could be from India, North America, China. When you walk into the gym, it's kind of like we all speak the same language.
Brotherhood.
We just here to pump. And we just like, when you compete, and I'm sure when you've competed, you met people from different ethnicity, different backgrounds, and you talk about training, it almost feels like you're at a round table or something. It's like, yo, what did you train? What do you like to train? Oh, how much did you hit? Oh, stuff like that. So I always felt like fitness or training is just it's one universal language that we all can understand when we walk into that gym, and I just think it's a good thing. So yeah, and that's why I think collaborating is also awesome, because you just meet different people from different styles. Take their training, like something like this. I would never dream of doing like 10 sets of rows. You see what I mean? But now I might be like, yo, I might have to incorporate this into it, because that's one way I can get my strength, especially as you're getting older. You need to like pick up your training as you get older, because when you're younger, you get away with it. You train a little bit, you have a little fun. When you're older, your margin of error becomes smaller and smaller and smaller.
You get away with less and less.
Yeah, and you gotta diet more, you gotta train a little bit harder. You're doing all that, and you probably lose more muscle too, because you're getting older, you know what I mean? So you gotta keep up with it. And it's hard, you know, but I think I'm trying.
Hey, the 20-year gap between us, and that's the most impressive thing of
I'm working at it, man. Woo, let's go. Last one, man. Let's work. Let's get it. Nice. There you go. That's it, Larry. You got this.
All right. Cooling down, cool down set, easy. Yes. What's the breakdown? How you're doing it? You're doing one arm, 2 arm, then one arm again?
Both like that. Then I just do one arm on each side.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
So one normal set and one unilateral set.
You
One
change
on
the
each.
weight when you do the
Yeah,
one
I
arm?
usually drop it to half to get the single arm, because it's not about the weight with unilateral, it's more about the stretch. Yeah, so I just break it down that way.
single arm, yeah?
That's not one now. And the other
which
leg,
leg?
the other leg goes. So the arm you're using, you use that leg to block.
This leg to block.
This leg comes here.
This leg comes here.
So you kind of like, going to lunge position.
Okay.
Yeah, so that would be, this would be back. So it's kind of like, that's perfect, just like that. Now you come up, put your knee up on here.
My knee up on here?
Yeah, your knee, this knee, your thigh. Your thigh would be up on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, now you pull it back. Boom, 1. Yeah, you can lower the thigh a little bit too. Yeah, 3, so you get that leverage. Good. 5, see that stretch. 6, nice. 7, boom, 1 more. Boom, switch up. Yeah, whatever arm you're using, use that leg to anchor. Boom, like a lunge position. Boom. And you can lower your body to fit. Good. See that stretch right there. Yeah. Come on. 6, you got 2. Easy. Look at that stretch. 7, and woo. Good shit. Tough. Good work.
So this is your maintenance look,
Yeah.
more or less.
I'm maintaining right now.
We can see every fiber
Oh my God.
and your shoulder, back, the rhomboids, everything is clearly seen.
Yeah.
So what's it like when you're shredded? I can only imagine.
It's funny, man.
I mean, you're obviously shredded now.
Yeah, I'm shredded, but I usually tell people I'm probably about 75% of how I should be. So I get super shredded when I get more detailed. But I think that just came with me, with my bodybuilding days of really knowing my diet and my physique and what I got to do, manipulating the water, bringing it down to more of that dry, shredded look, as opposed to just maintaining. One thing I try to do through my career is create a buffer zone or maintenance zone where I know between 85 to 88, it's like my relaxed. And then if I go below 88, that's like where I tighten up. I end up at 83 or something like that, but I'm super shredded. And once you create that buffer zone in your career and you know your body, it's really good. Because I mean, in the beginning it was hard. You want to build, you want to get bigger. But once I got comfortable in my mid-30s, where I know my physique very well, I created that buffer zone so I could just tighten up. Because I'm always traveling, exposed, appearances, photo shoots. So I feel like you have to be ready. You got to be a few weeks away from being ready. And I think I've just been blessed with being lean anyway. So that helps. Usually if I wasn't as lean, you would need a month maybe to get ready and that kind of stuff. But it's Yes. Yes, perfect. Yes, drop it. 2, stretch. 3, there you go. 4, good. 6, good. 7, nice, and 8, good. There we go. 1, lats, 2, pull that. 3, there you go. 4, nice. 5, come on. 6, good, come on. 7, nice, and Shit. That was good.
What is the key to that skin? How do you get perfect skin?
Oh man.
I know perfect is subjective, but that is perfect skin.
Oh, thanks, man.
No pimples, blemishes, scars, like you were born yesterday.
I think this year's of what I call it, a secret sauce, baby oil. I don't leave it home without my secret sauce. That's the baby oil. But usually I think it's just, oh man, I just try to take care of my skin in general. Actually, I gotta give my wife credit. She has all these little extra products and stuff to try and this and that. I have no clue, but I think consistently I use baby oil generally, and it helps in cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter.
Yes, cocoa butter, the shea one. I used to get that all the time in New York, all the time.
Does the wife put it on your back, or can you reach?
Yeah. No, I can't. Especially not after a pump. There's no way. My wife usually helps me with it. But cocoa butter, shea cocoa butter, and baby oil would help you. It gives you that nice gloss, I guess.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, you definitely glow. All right, boss.
Let's fucking work. Come on.
There it is. Beautiful.
Feel dizzy. That's good though.
You're working hard. This is good.
If you don't feel lightheaded in your workout, there's something ain't right.
Exactly. You don't sweat.
You gotta feel that. Is that 10, right?
Yeah.
It's time to work.
All
It's
right.
time to work. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. Oh. There you go.
You got this?
Maybe 2 reps.
Yeah, I think you might get this for a good number.
I'll try. I'll give it a go. That's for sure.
Let's go. Yep. Okay. No problem. Beautiful. That good stretch. Get in that groove. Yep. You're in that groove now. Yes. Yes. Easy. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Just try to just push the pace. Strength, volume, just push the pace. I think when you create intensity with your workouts, yeah, then you get the best out of it.
Absolutely.
That's the best thing.
And the intensity is something you look forward to, especially when you're feeling fresh, your body feels good. You want to unleash when you get to the gym. At least that's how I see it.
The worst feeling is to do your workout and feel like you didn't get much from it. You're gonna have those days. We all had them, where the workouts is not the best, but you know what? It's still better than not doing anything.
100%.
And you just come in. I've had days where it's raining, pouring. I go to the gym, I'm wet, I just train. I go fucking soak dog, and I just train and I leave. I remember days in New York. It's snowing, snow is up to here. You put on your Timbs and you put on your boots, drag to the... That's how I met actually Kai Green. We used to train down the 24/7 Tribeca, Chambers Street, downtown. There was a guy called Wade. He had a gym called Johnny Latz, and we used to go there and train. I lived up the road, and literally, snow would be up to here, Christmas time, and you just go in there. But when you finish, that feeling of walking out the gym, it's cold, but that fresh air, and you felt like, you know what, I came and did something. Because you know when you're home, right? Yeah, should I go today? Should I just chill and play my PlayStation? Should I just relax? and you're like, fuck it, let's go. And you do it. When you're done with it, the satisfying feeling is the best in the world. So you just got to do it, man.
You know, on that note, when those days are there,
yeah,
when you have to drag your feet,
yeah,
a little pre-workout,
yeah,
and an extra long warm-up could go a long way.
yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Like warming up that engine.
Yeah.
You know, just a little extra caffeine, a little extra time spent warming up.
That's right.
You know, find a new album on Apple Music.
I was just.
Incoming.
Incoming. Oh. Thanks for letting me know.
Travel, man. It's one thing to build. When you build your platform, I lived in the States, grew up there. So for me, the US is my #1 market. However, I've been hitting all these other markets. Middle East, Asia, Europe. So when you get to travel with all these different cultures and different places and incorporate that and people see that, you kind of build your brand globally. So you rarely see a lot of these. There's a few that does it, you know, Kai Green, different people, they travel, Ronnie travel, but you don't get a lot of the US guys traveling, so it's a good thing you're doing that, because then you're just building that worldwide collection of fan base, which comes in handy, so you're not kind of typecast into one market, you see what I mean? That's awesome, man. And you're doing it so young. Another 10 years from now, you'll just be killing it. That's awesome.
That's like the long game is the game I'm trying to play.
Yes, that's the game plan, man. You don't. I'm like, yo, I want to experience different cultures. I want to meet different people. This is really nice. I like that place. So I like that place. And I think it's also building memories, man. I'm sure lots of places you guys have gone, you built a lot of memories. You were just talking about Iceland. I mean, imagine.
One of the highlights of my life.
See what I mean? So you build memories, you collect memories, and you get to experience other cultures. It's a win-win, actually.
All right, front double biceps. Front lat spread. Yes. Back double by. Rear lat spread. Side triceps. Okay. Overhead abdominals and thighs. Where are the thighs though? We don't see the thighs. Yeah.
These are tight enough to see it.
Right. Okay. All right, most muscular?
That's his pose.
Yeah. Let's see it. Nice job, nice job.
All right, guys, we are wrapping up today's back session with Ulysses We had a great start, worked up to 5 plates for me, 4 plates for Ulysses, after years of not even touching it.
Yes,
After
he
years.
almost killed me actually, but
I failed, but I'll try again next time. Maybe I'll have better luck.
you know what? No growth happens in the comfort zone, so I was actually pleased that he was able to push me to hit 4 plates on rows. Even the form wasn't great, but the key thing is I attempted it, I tried it, and I had fun with it.
And when you're training for power, for strength, the form is not going to be picture perfect like when you're doing mind muscle isolation movements. It's going to break down a little bit, but all in all, your lower back was straight, still looked good. Same thing goes for me. My form broke down, I got heavier and heavier, but I've used this method for a long time. I rode as much as 6 plates in the past, and currently I did 5, but I think 8 with a 10, and pretty good, you know. So when you're building power, when you're building strength, of course, there's a line you have to draw somewhere. You don't want your technique to be too sloppy where you injure yourself, but it's okay if it's not picture perfect. But I want to touch on the topic of the mind-muscle connection. After the heavy compound movement, we were using the same weights, you and I. You know, and when I do my bodybuilding movements, when it's all about the hypertrophy and giant sets, like 30 rep sets, you know, I'm not concerned with how much weight is on the stack or stacking it, just trying to put the pin at the very bottom or put all the plates on the plate loading machines. It's still important to use enough weight where it's challenging, but it's a totally different mindset compared to when I'm doing my heavy compound in the beginning. It's all about the mind-muscle connection, getting a good stretch, and trying to have picture perfect form.
Correct, yeah, and he's right. It's more about really feeling the movement. You get more out of it. So he actually hit on the point. And the other thing that I liked about Larry's training, even though he went heavy on there, he really kept a good enough form where he was getting so much more out of the workout, which actually was really good. You see a lot of guys go heavy, completely sloppy, and he was not sloppy at all. So it's a good testament that you can balance both and really get more out of that movement, and then you go into the other one where you can actually focus on the mind-muscle connection. That being said, you saw how we switch it up for unilateral movement, so you can really get that stretch and squeeze there. So you do the normal set and then you isolate. That really kind of triggers the activation even further. So that's really good. I actually use that method sometimes even when I'm doing my exercises. I fatigue, then I switch it. If I'm doing biceps and I'm doing it together, for example, when I get fatigued with that, I switch it unilateral. So stuff like that, you use that as a burnout. It's a volume kind of method that I use, I incorporate into that. But the combination of hitting volume and hitting the heavy, strong compound sets, I think is the best of both worlds. And if you can train that way, you're gonna have longevity, you're gonna build strength, you're gonna get ripped, and you get everything in that formula, so that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, well, we'll end it on that note. If you haven't already, I don't think any of you are not already following Ulysses, but if you are, link in the description box below. And I think this is, you're leaving back to the UK tomorrow?
Yeah. Actually, no, I'm going to be here for a couple of days, then I head back to the UK. But we're going to be traveling, so you guys will catch us probably at the expos, appearances. So just stay tuned to all of our channels. Check us out. Make sure you're there. We love to meet the fans. We love to travel the world and meet different people, different cultures. That's what it's all about. Fitness is universal, and we just like to do it like that. So thank you guys for all the support. All right, guys? Until next time.
Signing off. Love you. See you soon.